Great.
So groovy. How are you?
Good, good, good. I'm wonderful. So this is very all about Eve. This is like the veteran and the ingenue kind of thing is what we have here.
The
Absolutely. Which one's
Crystal and
which?
Nomi.
Right, there you go.
I
There you
love
go.
it.
So, Derrick, how does it feel to have been with this show from the gate, like from the absolute beginning? What does that feel like?
Uh, it honestly is, I mean, as an impersonator, shocking
Yeah.
because I know so much flack comes from the franchise fans that, impersonation is not drag. So to be a staple and be there from the beginning and the only impersonator part of the cast from the beginning has been a wild, shocking ride. But
Mhm.
also, I feel very deserving because it's my third Vegas residency.
Who's
And
counting?
Bosco, right? You're like fresh. Bosco is fresh out of the box, looking stunning, by the way.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank
Gorgeous.
you.
So, what is it like to be coming onto this? Touring with Drag Race Legends is something else, but a tour is like a hit and run. This is like you're kind of setting up shop. So, what is it like being on stage and looking around and going, oh my God, like these are the people that you watched growing up? Crazy.
Yes, because a lot younger than them, and I like to remind them, just like I'm so young. No, it was really, really cool because a lot of these are like girls that like I watched before I even started doing drag and like looked up
Sure.
to, and I'm just like, wow, these are like kind of like the legends of the franchise, and not even just the franchise, but just like the drag community as a whole. Like these are people who've been doing drag before Drag Race, which is fabulous. And
Right.
to be able to be like, look around and like, wait, am I doing something on the same level as these girls? That's so cool. And to be able to like see like your name up on like the marquee of just like, oh, I'm have a residency on the Vegas Strip. It's a very, very cool, very like fulfilling moment to reach. And it also really helped that everybody was really, really nice and cool and fun to work with.
Yeah, I love that. Now, Derrick, I think what I love about you is I've interviewed Nick and Mac numerous times and you numerous times. And I think that it was very interesting to see you talking to Pangina and kind of showing her relationships come in all different shapes and sizes and explaining that to her. Is it interesting kind of explaining how your version of a relationship is to people and them going, oh, okay. And not only are they accepting of it, but they're like interested in hearing more about it. That must be very refreshing.
It is because I always say that, we're non-traditional, but in a more traditional relationship. So
Got
it makes sense to some people that doesn't make sense to others. And I can only tell people that it only works for you if you want it to work for you. This isn't a lifestyle I push. It's not like I'm like, go out and get a thruple. But I do think that,
Wait, you should be like the Avon lady of thruples.
yeah, just
Like it's
at the
an
door.
MLM where it's just
Yeah.
like if you convince enough people to be in a thruple, you get an air fryer. Like I
Yes.
think that would go crazy.
Join more men where there's more
Right.
men.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it has been exciting to meet people and say, that we were the first throuple that they saw that was open about it.
Yeah.
The interviews are on TV and that uh it made them comfortable coming out to their family with this type of relationship. So I
Yeah.
have seen a lot more thruples. It's crazy to see
And
it's like
more.
the new norm in some relationships.
Yeah. And it's becoming, and when you hear about it, you're like, okay, like it's
Mhm.
not this shocking thing anymore.
Yes, I
Yes,
love that.
yes. I agree. I totally love it. Bosco, what's one thing you learned from Derrick during this whole process, during the show? What is one thing you think you took from the experience from Derrick that you're able to take into the future with you?
Derek is like one of the most professional drag queens I've ever worked with. Like Derek is always there early. Derek is always ready and on time. Derek is very, very like, we are here to like work. We can have fun and like it can be a great time and like we can make television, but like Derek is like a consummate professional. And I want to take like a little piece of that and bring that with me. Cause sometimes it's fun to just like get wrapped up in being like the party girl or like the good time girl. But it's also like if you want to keep on working and like work as long as like Derrick has worked, like you absolutely have to take this very, very seriously. So I think I'm going to take that piece with me.
That's an
Love
excellent
that.
piece of
Thank
advice.
you.
Yeah, that's an excellent piece of advice. Derrick, that brings forth a good question. What do you think you credit your career going this long for? Because when Drag Race came along, you were an active, vibrant, working performer. So, and you've worked even more since, All Stars and then kept working. What do
Mhm.
you credit your, I guess, stamina in this industry with?
My high school drama teacher taught me to audition for everything. Even if I can't do it, I still need to audition because you have no idea what that will bring in the future. So let's say you get cast for a role and you're not available, then they still got to see you and they know what you're capable of,
Okay.
and they can use you in the future. And so I audition for every show possible. If it's singing, dancing, impersonating, there's no limit because I feel like uh, as a drag queen, we encompass all of those talents
Yeah.
and we have a superpower in showing them. And I
Yeah.
feel like it's a little bit more interesting than, just being one of those people or characters.
Yes. Yes, I totally agree. Bosco, what do you think now after this experience? What do you think could be your next chapter? Is Vegas somewhere you've fallen in love with? Is this where we see the Bosco show in lights in Vegas? Like, what do you think you want to do now?
Well, I'm working on my own like tours and my own shows that I'm going to be like showing throughout like Seattle and then the country. We're gonna take some stuff on the road, but I
Nice.
do want to definitely have Vegas be a reoccurring part of my career. I had so much fun doing the show,
Yeah.
and like also like as a drag queen, you feel so spoiled to be able to like wake up, not have to pack up any drag, not have to set up anything, not have to bring anything with you. You just get to like go into work, put on makeup, and then the rest is there and set up for you. Like I felt like the biggest little princess, and that was fabulous. So I definitely want to come back to Vegas. I don't think I could live in Vegas because I do think it smells like farts, but I love a lot of the people in Vegas. So I could definitely do some more time in Vegas.
Okay. Okay. I love it. Hey, thanks to you both for taking the time. I love the show and can't wait to do it again. All right.
Thank you
Absolutely.
so much.
All right.
Thanks,
Take care,
Michael.
guys. Be well.
Bye,
Bye
baby.
now.
You too. Bye.
Bye.
Michael.
Oh, that's so fun. Bosco, that was
Oh,
so nice.
yeah, of course.